Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Make way for the new king.
We are the new kings, winning this fight tonight with our name lit up in lights. We are the new kings, this is our time to shine, set it off like dynamite.
Address the court from the throne newly minted. Crown adorn the dome, you want it, come and get it. Noble bloodline vintage, rule with an iron fist. This is how we do business. My squad go ballistic, swords forged to steel, running towards the field. Hundreds more to deal, give them something more to real. The legacy that we bring when that last bell rings, they will remember one thing.
We are the new kings, winning this fight tonight with our name lit up in lights. We are the new kings, this is our time to shine, set it off like dynamite. We are the new kings, winning this fight tonight with our name lit up in lights. We are the new kings, this is our time to shine, set it off like dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, players, known and unknown, from all over the world. This is the PUBG Mobile Pro League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. We are live here from the IO Esports Arena, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Beautiful sunny weather, and it's a beautiful day to get some one-taps and long-range snipes. My name is Nick the Hound Harris, and for the entirety of this league, I will be your host, your voice. In any case, before we begin, let's get the formalities out of the way. A huge thank you and a shout out to our hosts, Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed Quantum Studios for bringing us all of the exciting games that are coming to you live and uninterrupted on our official live stream on Facebook Gaming. Special thank you to Facebook Gaming. Anyway, without further ado, there's been a lot of talks behind the scenes. The casters have been talking a little bit about some drama, about some changes in player roster. Some teams that were counted out are spoiling days for top tier teams. I don't know about you, but that's tantalizing bits of gossip right there. For all the cheers and all the cheers, all the drama, all the headshots, head on over to the PUBG Mobile Facebook page, Malaysia. Make sure you go click like, make sure you see all of our updates first. And without further ado, I'm not gonna talk, I'm not gonna waste any time because the casters are ready to blow the roof off this place here at the PMPL. We're all about the long range snipes and the point blank sprays here at the PMPL. Take it away, casters.
Thanks, Nick, so much for throwing it over to us. We're going to be here at the caster's desk. If you guys were from yesterday, welcome back. If you're just joining us today, my name is Gideon Q, followed by True Gaming as well as Sir Cloud. Welcome, guys, back to the desk for day 2. How you guys feeling?
Oh, explosive! I can't wait for day 2.
Group C.
Oh yeah.
all right. Let's calm down, girls and guys, girls and boys. A little bit of energy here, but don't worry. There's plenty of stuff to actually keep us going. Let's talk about Group C, guys. Like, oh my God, this group.
Oh my God, this group I think is the strongest group there is.
Oh, you do think it's the strongest group?
Yeah, look at that. They have YouTube Gang in there. Even Team Secret kind of have high respect for YouTube Gang.
Sir Cloud, what do you think about Group C right now?
Absolutely, Yudu Gang is all eyes on them. We can just look at all the social media, just look at all the community groups. Everyone has their eyes on Yudu Gang. This is going to be explosive here.
I mean, it is explosive, but I mean, there's so many other teams. I mean, Evo's VIP guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's one more thing. And the thing is, they were resting yesterday, so they kind of get the gist of how Group B played yesterday as well. So that's a big advantage for Group C.
Yes, and I had a chat with Fredo as well. I just had to mention Fredo because the moment I mention Fredo, the views will go up.
Oh, I think I see the numbers going up right about now.
There you go. All right. And yeah, he did say that he's glad to be playing today instead of yesterday because he gets to see the other teams. But at the same time, a lot of pressure is actually on them. He does feel that heat from the community because everyone says, "Oh, Yuda's gonna get 7 out of 6 chickens," for example.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
That's the standard that everyone wants from them, and they're like, "Okay, gotta keep this calm, guys."
I think people have to understand that it's going to be tough, but let's have a quick look at the format here, just in case if you guys are joining here today and unsure what's going on. Now, looking at the format here, if you guys aren't sure, 24 teams will be divided into 3 groups, A, B, and C. Each group will be playing for 4 days out of the week. The league itself will be running for 6 days per week from Tuesday to Sunday, and at the end of the week, total points will be counted, and the winners of the first week will be announced on Sunday. At the end of the league, the final score will be counted to reveal who will be the top 16 teams that will go to PMPL 2020 MY Grand Finals. Each day will have 2 groups totaling 16 teams to play out, 6 matches per day. Whew, that was a mouthful. There's a lot of games basically.
Yeah, it's still like what 42 games per week for us to cast, and maybe 2 days each for each of the players for each teams right now. So they only get like 4 days rest in between.
4 days of rest.
And that's to analyze and make sure that they have to actually grow by next week as well.
And I think that's really, really important because
that's the maximum. That's the maximum rest you can get. For example, Group B.
what you should be up to. But talking about this particular kill system, what does this mean for all of these teams, Sir Claude?
Yes, we have clearly seen that from yesterday. All these teams, they just can't sit still. They want the kills. And we did see, in fact, that those teams that actually top it, they got a decent number of kills.
Choo-choo, let's talk about maps here.
Yeah, there's 4 maps. Apparently, there's no 5 maps or whatever new map. Hopefully, there will be one day. I'll be more than happy to actually cast a new map. But yeah, we're gonna have Sano, Erangel, Vikendi, and Miramar starting off. I think it will be a pre-warm up first, which we started off with Miramar, just like yesterday's drill, and then jump off to Erangel, and then it will be Vikendi, and then it will be Erangel again.
Correct.
And then it will be Sunhawk for last.
Yes. And now, what are these guys playing for? You guys should know it by now. 150,000 USD on the line. Total league prize pool is going to be 99,000 USD, with the champions of PMPL MY 2020 with 15,000 USD, and prizes included for weekly best teams and weekly MVPs.
Yes, lots of motivations here. Not only because you win PMPL, you get this amount, but also there's motivation for getting the MVPs weekly, MVPs throughout the league as well. So I'm really sure that the team managers of all the teams, they print this out, they put this in front of their bids and say this is the first thing you're going to see every day.
Now, let's look at some of the battle signets here, just in case, because if you get these battle signets, it's kind of like a badge of honor to be like, yeah, we're pretty good at this game, by the way, just saying.
Yep, for yesterday's only, they already got the top kill will be Matsui with 14 kills just on day 1. So for 16 kills, 60 kills will get one badge if I'm not mistaken. And then we have 120, 180, up to 300 kills. Can they get 300 kills within one?
I mean, that's going to be a really tough one, you know? 300 kills is a lot to get. But again, it's going to be 3 weeks, so we'll see how this racks up. I'm pretty sure somebody could get 180, but like 300 feels a little sketchy. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely agree. But we have seen, I've seen a couple of screams here and there, and I've seen Fredo, especially in one scream.
He's a big
he
fan of
got-
Fredo.
Yeah, he did buy me an expensive car just so you guys know.
Are you wearing slippers or?
Yeah. But
Show
I-
me your shoes.
Oh. But I've seen in one scream where he got 20-ish kills.
Oh, 20 each kills. All right. Just in case you guys don't know, it's going to be Group B versus Group C. Let's look at the teams inside of both.
Group B, we have Flash Vision Unbeatable, who played yesterday for Group B, and Papa Esport, Impunity, H2O, Resurgence, Dingoes, Exam PX, as well as a TNR Team No Recoil.
And we do have as well Geek Fam, EBOS VIP, Yudu Gang, Steelhearts Esports, Team Boss School, Last Survivor R2K, ESG Gaming, and Expert My on Group C.
Really spicy here. I can definitely understand why, most people would say Group C is looking a little stacked, but Group B, we have to point out some of the teams that are doing really well, because number one, Effie, not too bad. Papa, right on top of the standings after day 1 against Group A as well, beating teams like Bigatron as well as Team Secret as well.
There's also Nat Brotherhood at that point too.
That's true.
So most of the top standings are from Group A, except for Papa are there. So maybe the standings will be overtaken by Group C by today, because Group A is not playing.
Do you think it's actually possible? Considering, okay, this is an unlikely situation. Considering that Group B has technically 6 games, this including the first game, which is the Scream game, 6 games, do you think Group C could actually surpass any of the, teams who have already accumulated so many points?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it's just mathematically right. If that happens, they should just skip the next few games and just qualify straight to the finals. I don't think it's possible. But then again, of course, all eyes will be on Group C.
Oh,
today.
yes.
Oh, here we go. They got the train going there. There you go.
Lovable guys, absolutely lovable guys. But while we talk about this, have a look at all the teams here, because they are ready to go. And some of the Singaporean teams, I really do, especially from Group B, I really do want them to kind of like revamp their play style, especially since they have that experience from yesterday.
Yeah, that's true, because basically they are against a whole different group, and it means a whole different play style. And Group C drop point won't be the same one as A. So might be some of the team will clash into the same compound of the Group C.
Yeah, but at the same time, there were some teams yesterday when I had a chat with them. I'm not going to name them, but they said that, okay, our first week is just going to be a chill pill. Like, whatever that you see is not us.
This isn't even my final form.
Yeah, that's not
going
even
there.
the final form.
Yeah, but there are teams that I would like to see kind of step up, especially from yesterday. Resurgence is one of them. They came in really hot, had 1 or 2 really decent games. However, they still haven't been able to get that winner chicken dinner. Nearly got that mixed up.
I had that too. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's very normal.
Yeah, but especially with such a big name and how many performances we've seen before at Resurgence, it's a little disappointing that they couldn't rack it up higher.
Maybe they're just testing out the waters. Maybe they just don't want to give out their stress too early on. Maybe it will be counterproductive for them to be too aggressive in the early game, because they don't want to put their cards into out in the open, because people can just read and counter that. Maybe they just need to have a hidden trump card, making sure that it's being used when it's needed only.
I mean, maybe it's a bad day.
Maybe too. Maybe they're just trying to read the play. There's so many maybes here.
Really bad play? I don't know. Claude, any
I don't know. I don't know. Do you really want to start with that, because it may snowball and then you may need to do catch up? So it's a bit iffy. It's like rolling the dice.
It's like yesterday we saw how Team Secret was super great in the first few rounds. Then they kind of stumbled and fumbled for the last few games. And look at that, Yakuza is super happy. That's the captain for the VIP, Evil's VIP team. Expert MY, this team, there's a lot of debacle going on for their team from the comment section, where some of them are questioning are they actually should be in this tournament? I don't know, because of the qualifiers, sometimes you know where you're not that known yet, you know. Everybody just kind of question how they play this and stuff like that.
Yeah, that definitely set some pressure. That's the same pressure, especially for those invited teams as well.
Yep.
So, like, teams like GeekFam, teams like Udo as well. All eyes will be on them because there's always this banter around the community that asks like, hey, do these guys deserve? Should they also play from the bottom just like everyone else, just to prove that okay, you deserve that spot?
You know, the jealous. It's just a bit of a jealousy there. Like, we're grinding all the way up, and you guys just got invited. Why? Like, you know, baby rage.
Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. That is kind of a big, you know, a big tell when, you know, the community is like, hey, why are these guys getting invited? You know, do they really deserve their place? And I think, you know, especially in Group C, a lot of these teams, especially who are invited, need to really show, you know, I don't want to say silence the haters and stuff like that, but I do think they have a certain level, a certain expectation being invited coming into this tourney.
Of course they do.
Yeah, absolutely. We have seen like in the qualifiers, they were invited teams as well, invited at least in the qualifiers that did not make it here. So that kind of gives a signal as well to like, okay, so that can happen there. Can the same thing happen here? So all those questions will start, and we see the high fives going out there.
Oh,
High fives are a round of applause for the fact that it's on Udo Gang. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what's going on here.
It's one of the teams that everybody look up to. And this is one of the, I think this is one of the longest duo we had since PMCO Season 1. They never change their roster for Udo Gang. It's always Drax and Manpower and will make the plays for the team as well.
Speaking of which, Udo Gang and EVOS VIP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a little, I know we were talking about this earlier. It's kind of awkward, right? So tell us more about this. Let's share.
Here you go.
Ow, it's spiciness in it. Speaking
Spill the
of
tea,
the
girl.
jumper, just throw it out. Jumper, jumps around. He's the jumper of the team.
Oh, come on, get to it. I'm dying here.
He's actually
Just trying to be nice.
He's one of the best players in Malaysia. Okay, he's one of the best players in Malaysia, and he used to be in EVOS VIP. Back then, he's just known as VIP squad. And then apparently Udo kind of invite him over, and feels like, hey, I want to be Udo now, you know, and be the one in Udo. So yeah, that's ended up in the same group. He was the VIP and Udo Gang. Can he actually shows that he is a key player for VIP back then, that he jumped into Udo Gang and Udo Gang gonna get better, or VIP gonna go pretty well even without him in it?
Man, this is like a situation you walk into a room, you're in a room having a good party, and then you notice like your messy breakup ex is right across the street, right across the room, and you're like, oh, that's a little awkward. But first map, remember this is just the warm-up game. It's gonna be a wrangle here for all these players. So Claude, what are we expecting from both these teams? You saw Group B, but what about Group C?
Well, I think everyone's going to save themselves. We did see the scrim match yesterday as well. That we did see a couple of plays, a couple of sexy plays, I would say. But then again, for the most part, I think a lot of teams, they were like saving themselves for the real deal. So I would expect the same thing. So it will be a good warm-up here. Some teams, they just want to set that stage to say that, okay, this is our game. We want to show some dominance from the get-go. But then we expect to see some as well. They were like, okay, I'll take a chill pill and let you guys do your show. It's fine.
And let you guys do your show. Well, thank you very much. I can definitely appreciate that. But let's go into it as the players start loading up into their planes, and the drops is going to start soon. Here's your flight path. Here is your map. Choo-choo, let's talk about this.
Well, it's a very interesting. I think we had one map like this yesterday as well. Well, they shoot off down to Sonov military base, but before that, thank you our observers with our observer director XCYR and NNGEK top cuts as well as the numbers keep on going for them.
Yeah, they're just only going to get better and better. But they've already deployed. A lot of the squads are dropping out. We don't know where the circle is yet. Any priorities here, Sir Claude?
Well, priorities. Definitely Pochinki will be somewhere that a lot of teams would like to be at because of the number of loot. But of course, the risk is also there. High risk, high reward that people say. Yesterday we did see that Team Secret really loved that location. I wondered, do other teams as well learn from that and say, hey, you know what, maybe we set dominance there, we could be as good as Team Secret. But look at that, Fredo just driving his car, just teasing there.
Okay.
Yeah, they were gonna bump into Expert MY pretty soon, but he didn't run him over. Lucky him. And Fredo, at the same time, doesn't have any equipment or gear yet. The same goes for Lords. He's just running over the open field.
I'm not gonna lie, that gave me some like PTSD flashbacks of getting hit by a car. It's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, he actually got it. Axis has actually knocked somebody over with their vehicle, but it looks like Axis is going to be the first to almost get a squad kill. Can they finish them off? Impunity as well. Looks like it's a whole debacle.
What? Impunity and EVOS by Axis? Did I just see that? Like 2 squads that they were like showing dominance upon? Wow!
Oh no, it's a bumper car show as we speak. Look at that. They don't even care for their loot. Maybe it is a warm-up game, so they're just having fun.
They're going for it. It's like, hey guys, Mad Max, meet us at Pochinki this time by the park.
They're like, who can reach from A to B within the shortest time wins. I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, that's okay too. I mean, like after the game, maybe they will buy somebody a drink. There's a KFC nearby. So
yeah, it's like, here's a Coke. You deserve it. But let's look at the overview of the map here. So far, even though there have been a number of early kills, and surprisingly enough, Axis wasn't too hot yesterday, but coming in, those first couple of kills, especially during a warm-up game, is definitely going to set them, give them a good mood coming into the real games.
And at the same time, we're having a couple of teams dropping by Pochinki, which is team number 23. That is ESG as well as No Recall. Actually, try to contest this area. Team No Recall once more. Yesterday they tried to fight against. Oh, wait for it. How? Just not giving any mercy at all for Agahe. And that's how Team No Recall. Actually, the same thing happened when they fight Secret yesterday in a Walmart game.
Yep.
That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, he said ni hao, and then there goes he gets that frag out. Oh, check that out. He's being an NBA superstar there, ladies and gentlemen. How? Just prepping it out. Again, second one. Is he gonna get it? Oh, Stewart! Come on. You knew you got grenaded there and you still stood there. Come on.
He asking for it,
Hey,
literally.
it was a moment of it's either you beat it or you yeet it. So I guess yeeting wins this time round if you don't beat it. But the rest of the team is actually starting to circle around here. How might actually be in a little bit of trouble, but TNR so far 2 members, 1 knockdown, 1's dead. They got to figure out how to get out of this pinch.
Oh, but looks like Bamburu may want to do a revenge here.
For a couple of seconds that only got into the gate, we got quite a good loot with a lot of couple of smokes and nades. Oh, he missed that just now. He's just in front of him, but Pumburu, he is a real hunter. He's going for it. Look at that. Oh, the control of the barrel is really brilliant and finish it off straight away.
Ooh, really? He lived up to his name there as the hunter, just jumping up and down of those buildings. There's some athletic stuff there.
Almost missed it for a moment there.
Yep, and right now, especially if you're Team Norito, you're just trying to either clutch this out or get as many kills before you go down for point's sake here. But again, somehow there's just nades everywhere for ESG. They all seem to be stocked up.
How do they get the loot so fast in such a short time? Because we know Pochinki is actually occupied by 2 teams. There you go, he tosses a nade. Will it actually reflect and he actually connect the dots? Oh, not really. I think he made it. Oh no, he's still chasing it. Look at that. Oh, he still pulled the clutch. Oh, then there you go. No recall is no more.
Oh, unfortunately, they're going to be knocked out for now. However, this is a warm-up match, so no big deal for them. Don't want to reveal too much, but at least it gives a little bit of information on where some of the teams might potentially drop when they come back into this Erangel map.
Question is, will No Recall still going to take Pochinki the next round? They kind of stopped that when Secret kind of dominate this round. Is it the same thing happen once ESG actually saying Pochinki is theirs?
Tough call. I don't know. Clark, thoughts?
Yeah, it's a tough call. Like you say, it's a rock, paper, scissors scenario where anything can happen. But we see here, looks like the circle is more towards the right side of the map where most of the teams actually are at. And a couple of teams just on the left side, they need to travel a little bit, need to get through those immigration that I'm sure those gatekeepers will be there. But yeah, it's just a couple of teams there. But just look at that. Team number 22, Last Survivor, they are at the bottom side of the map. They need to cross that death bridge there.
Not to mention that, Resurgence is doing what Baba did the last time where they are in the center of the circle, and I don't know if they're going to hunker down in Mansion or, pick up some kills before, the next couple of phases.
And one thing I noticed is that VIP, EVOS VIP, I'm sorry,